What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today I'm going to be talking about gun balance in its current state in Advanced Warfare, and the changes that I would make, the specific changes that I would make to the gun balance to add a little bit more variety to the game. Let's get into it. Alright, so first off, I want to say before I get into all of this, I'm not necessarily trying to achieve perfect balance with these suggestions. It's more so just to add some more variety and to have guns that are actually a little bit more useful. Because in its current state, the ASM-1 and the BAL, they're kind of the most powerful guns in almost every situation. And that's a little bit frustrating to see because everybody will naturally gravitate towards those guns, because why would you use any other gun? Because you're obviously just going to put yourself in a disadvantage in most situations. So what I want to see is a little bit more variety, and I also want to point out that this is being recorded quite a bit in advance from when it's actually going to be released, this video. I'm recording this on the 15th of January, so keep in mind there may have been a patch after I recorded this, but before you're actually watching this, so I'm talking about this in its current state as of January 15th. And the reason I'm recording so far in advance is just because I will be on vacation in Mexico, so I have to record some videos in advance so that you guys will still have a video every single day while I'm gone. Alright, so let's get right into the stats. I'm going to rush through these fairly quickly because I want to cover as many of the guns as possible. So for the ASM-1, the number one thing I would do to it is simply increase the recoil, including the recoil with the foregrip attachment. Now, I feel like that would be the perfect nerf to this gun. I don't want to completely nerf it into oblivion. I still want it to be a useful gun, and I'm still okay with it being maybe the best gun in a lot of situations. I just feel like adding a little bit more recoil will make it a little bit less viable in sort of those mid to longer ranges, and that's what's kind of frustrating with the ASM-1. It's the best up close, but it's also very competitive at that mid to long range. So add some recoil to it and make it a little bit less viable against assault rifles at medium range. Moving on to the MP11, I find this thing is kind of a hit marker machine. It seems like there's so many times I stopped shooting because I felt like I put way more than enough shots into a guy to get a kill, but he was just outside my 3-shot kill range or my 4-shot kill range, and I feel like the 5-shot kill range is a little bit too close. So what I would personally do to this is simply extend the 4-shot kill range of the MP11. I think this would make it more viable without making it overpowered. For the SN6, I feel like this gun was designed to excel at sort of that mid to a longer SMG range, rather than up close. That's where the ASM-1 and the MP11 kind of shine. So I feel like the SN6 should be filling out that niche of that mid to long SMG range, and because of this, I would increase the minimum damage of the SN6. I would make it so instead of a 6-shot kill at long range, I'd make it a 5-shot kill at the longer range. I think that would just make it a little bit more viable and kind of fill its role a little bit better. For the KF5, I actually wouldn't touch the KF5 at all. By reducing the accuracy of the ASM-1, now the KF5 is pretty much competitive with the ASM-1 in my opinion, so I would leave the KF5 just the way it is. And finally, for the SMGs, for the AMR-9, I would drastically increase its 5-shot kill range. It's a 5-round burst SMG, and you have to be very, very close to your enemies with the default AMR-9, that is. Some of the variants are a little better, but with the default AMR-9, you have to be almost point blank. You have to be shotgun range and hit all 5 of your shots to get a kill. And that's pretty frustrating. I feel like they should increase that slightly. I wouldn't want to make it super overpowered, but to be honest, with the hit detection in this game and the movement, it's very difficult to hit all 5 shots in a burst with an AMR-9. So I have no problem with increasing that 1 burst potential kill range for this gun. So moving on to the assault rifles, let's kick it off with the HBRA. For this gun, I would simply reverse that previous nerf that they did to the HBRA. I feel like this gun was balanced perfectly at launch, and they should simply reverse that nerf. For both of the burst assault rifles, the ARX and the IMR, what I would do to balance these is simply add a headshot multiplier of 1.4. Right now, the headshot multiplier is 1.1 for the ARX, and there's no multiplier at all for the IMR. This is wrong in my opinion. These guns should be rewarding accuracy, and it's kind of frustrating when you get a bunch of headshot hit markers and no kill with this. If you're accurate enough to go for that headshot, I feel like you deserve that headshot even at a longer range, and the 1.4 times multiplier would definitely do this. For the MK14 or the Mark 14, what I would do to this is make it so it takes no more than 3 shots to get a kill. Right now, its 3-shot kill range is actually pretty low. By the time you get out to medium range, it's going to take you 4 shots to get a kill. and that's ridiculous in my opinion when you look at the other guns in the game, and also take into consideration that this is a semi-auto weapon with a very small magazine. I feel like it should take no more than 3 shots to kill, because even across the map, hitting 3 shots with a semi-auto is not going to be easy, especially with the movement in this game. So make it a 3-shot to kill maximum and I will be happy. As for the remaining 2 assault rifles, the AK-12 and the BAL, I wouldn't touch these at all. I feel like they balance each other out quite nicely, and with all the other buffs to the assault rifles, I feel like it brings the other assault rifles up to their level. But I feel like the AK-12 and the BAL are perfectly balanced. The AK-12 excels at those mid to longer ranges, especially at the really long ranges, and the BAL is a little bit better in the close to mid ranges. I feel like that's perfect. Moving on to the heavy weapons, I personally wouldn't touch the EM1, the Ameli, or the XMGs. I feel like these are completely viable guns, maybe not the XMGs, but the XMGs are really a niche weapon to use kind of for fun on the side, and I feel like they are all very viable. I wouldn't touch them at all. For the Pytek, or Paytech, however you're supposed to pronounce that, I would increase the 4-shot kill range pretty significantly, or I would just make it so that it takes no more than 4 shots to kill. In its current state, its 4-shot kill range is actually smaller than the AK-12's 4-shot kill range, and the Pytek is supposed to be excelling at longer ranges. It's designed to lock down longer lines of sight, and in its current state, it's actually outclassed by the AK-12. So I would make it so it takes no more than 4 shots to get a kill, or simply increase that 4-shot kill range pretty significantly. Okay, so now for the EPM3. This is one of the worst guns in the game, and I feel like it needs a lot of work. How I would balance it personally is make it so it's a 2-shot kill up to about a medium range. So not too long, but up to a medium range, make it so it only takes 2 shots to kill. This gun is very, very slow, you have very low mobility with it, very bad accuracy, bad view kick, and the laser that comes out of it makes it so you basically lose all sight of your target when you fire this gun. So I feel like it should be rewarded with a high damage. I would make it a 2-shot kill up to about a medium range, and then drop off to a 3 or 4-shot kill at longer ranges. I think that would make this gun a little bit more viable without being too overpowered. Moving on to shotguns, I would basically just do a blanket patch to the shotguns. I would obviously increase the range of the S12. That's one thing I would definitely do, is increase that range for the S12. And then for all of the shotguns, what I would do is reduce the spread, so it makes it so you have to be more accurate, but you get more consistency out of it as long as you are accurate. That's one thing that's really frustrating, especially with the TAC-19. I find I can be perfectly centered and on target because the hipfire spread is so wide. I never know if I'm going to get that kill, even if he's within a 1-shot kill range, or what should be a 1-shot kill range. A lot of the times I don't get that 1-shot kill when I really feel like I should. So make it so that if you're more accurate with it, if you are accurate, you take your time to line up your shot, you're guaranteed that 1-shot kill up to a certain range. For the sniper rifles, I honestly don't use the sniper rifles enough to really be qualified to talk about this, so I'm not even going to mention the sniper rifles in this video. So finally, let's get into the pistols. Now the Atlas 45, this gun is absolutely terrible. What I would do to this is significantly increase its 3-hit kill range and also increase its minimum damage. I'm not saying we should make this gun as powerful as like the 5.7 or the TAC-45 in Black Ops 2, because those guns could be used very effectively as primaries, and I don't necessarily agree with that as far as balance goes. But if I take a guy by surprise up close with a pistol, I should be able to get that kill relatively consistently. If I get the jump on him, I should win that gunfight up close. With the Atlas 45, sometimes it takes you like 5 shots to get a kill, or 4 shots to get a kill at a very close distance, and this time to kill is just way too high. It's very easy for a guy to just turn around and kill you with his ASM-1, because he can kill you in 3 shots and he can fire a whole lot faster than you. So I feel like the Atlas 45 definitely needs a range buff. As for the MP443 pistol, that's the one that bursts, that has a 2-round burst, I would simply decrease the delay between bursts with that gun. It takes too long to get 2 bursts off. Even if it's going to take you just 2 bursts to kill up close, it takes too long to get all 4 of those bullets out of your gun. And again, the time to kill of the other guns is so low that it's able to easily combat that. And they can kill you even when you get the jump on them right up close, which is a little bit frustrating. So I would definitely just decrease that burst delay. The RW1, I feel like it fills its niche perfectly. If you're very accurate with it, you actually get a one-shot kill up to a decent range as long as you're getting upper chest or headshot with it, and I feel like that's balanced nicely. So I'm going to leave the RW1 as is, and same with the PDW. I feel like the PDW, it's great for getting that one kill when you really get in a pinch. It's not good for multiple enemies, but you can still kill pretty effectively. You can get that one kill while you're in a pinch before picking up a weapon or reloading your primary weapon. So I do feel like those two pistols fill their role quite nicely. So those are my thoughts on weapon balance in Advanced Warfare in its current state, and what I would like to see changed with the weapon balance. Now, I know I didn't cover the specials or the launchers, but to be honest, I don't really care about them. I'm more worried about the guns that people are actually going to be using on a consistent basis. Let me know in the comment section below what you would do to weapon balance in Advanced Warfare. Do you agree with me on some of these points, and do you disagree with me on some of these points? I have no problem with that. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I would love to hear your guys' opinion. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.